Mark, there's so many flea and tick medicines, you know, on the market today. How do I determine what's the best one for my dog? Should I rely on my vet to tell me? Should I buy it myself online? You know, is a collar type deal best? Is a pill? Is a liquid? How do I determine what's best for my dog and preventing fleas and ticks? Because ticks especially are terrible this time of year, and I think with the heat we've had this year, it's going to be even worse.
Right, right. Well, there's two different criteria I think you've got to evaluate. Number one is, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to prevent fleas, or are you trying to prevent ticks? Because different products do different things. None of them do everything well. Right. That's the big thing. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is, do you want to give your pet a pill? Do you want to put a top spot on there like Frontline? And do you have a multitude of dogs, or are you just treating one pet? So there's a couple of different things that go into it. If ticks are the primary problem, in my practice, which is right outside of Middle Tennessee, the best thing that I've found on a consistent basis is Frontline. Okay? And I've used a couple of different products, but I think on a consistent basis, Frontline has been the best. The second product that I've used has been Ticks. That has done extremely well on ticks too. I'd say Frontline and Ticks are about the same.
Is Ticks a liquid as well?
Ticks is a liquid. You put it on 4 or 5 places along the back. Frontline, you just put it in one place. And Ticks has done well on ticks also. Frontline has been my staple of choice. Okay. Now, the thing you got to remember, and this is so important because it's one reason why these products fail, is because everybody wants to go give their dog a bath, kill all the fleas on them, and then put the medicine on them. Well, that makes the medicine not work. Okay, so if you're going to bathe your dog, or they're going to go jump in the pond, and you're going to put Frontline or Ticks or any of these products on them, they're not going to work as well. The reason why is because you wash off all of the oils in the skin that help to distribute the medicine across your pet's body. So you can't do that. As a matter of fact, as a general rule, people give their dog too many baths anyways. You know, everybody wants to go out and bathe their dog every time it does something.
I doubt there are many professional trainers on here.
Well, the professionals probably bathe them as much as they need to be bathed. Okay? Right. But everybody who has a house pet wants to bathe them every 3 days, like they do themselves, and that's not good for your pet. So, as far as fleas go, okay, fleas are a huge problem here in Middle Tennessee. There's a product called Comfortus, which is a great flea pill. It's worked really well. Okay, it's a newer product. It's a veterinary-only product, and it's a good product.
And that's a pill.
That's a pill. Okay, that kills fleas over a residual period of time, about 30 days, and it does a good job. It's really a good product. The second product is Capstar, which is great for dogs that have a flea infestation and you need to drop the amount of fleas down quickly. Okay, it's pretty amazing because you can give them that pill and you'll see the fleas start jumping off in about 5 minutes. Really? And they'll be dead in about 10 minutes. Yeah, so it kills about 80% of fleas off of a dog in 4 to 6 hours. It's
wow.
Good medicine. Okay.
Is that its only purpose?
That's it. It has no residual effect, so it only kills the fleas that are on that particular pet at that particular time.
Right.
Okay. So the Frontline does a good job on fleas also. Okay. It's been a staple product for a long time, and it's still doing a good job. So in summary, what you have to do is decide if your pet's more susceptible to fleas or ticks, and then treat them appropriately. Okay. Now, there's another thing another twist in this whole scenario is that these products are expensive. Mm-hmm. They're expensive. They cost a lot, and it costs a lot to treat your pet and keep fleas off of them. There's a new product out. It's called Pet Armor. It's over the counter. Okay. I don't know where you can buy it. I think you can buy it at Walgreens or Walmart or wherever. Mm-hmm. And it is an off-label not a generic, but an off-label product, a Frontline. It contains the same ingredients, it's just different labeling. And the feedback I'm getting from people, I've never used it myself, but the feedback I'm getting from people is that it costs about half as much as Frontline to treat your pet, and it does the same job.
Really?
Yes. It's called Pet Armor. Don't know, never used it specifically, don't know a lot about it, not necessarily recommended, I'm just telling you the facts. So that's about it.
Is it important to use a flea and a tick medicine in conjunction together at the same time?
It's important to identify what's most important. If you live near a park or in a woodsy area, your dog or cat or whatever is going to get ticks. Dogs get tick-borne diseases, so I'd say ticks are a problem. If you live in an apartment building and your dog goes outside and meanders around in the grass, he's going to get fleas. Okay, so then you want to stick with primarily a flea medicine. If you've got a sporting dog, they're probably, the biggest problem they're going to run into is probably ticks. Now they're going to be exposed to fleas too. Kennel infestations are a big thing too. Dogs that are kept in kennels, they get infestations. What's the best way to treat those? Lots of times the best way to treat those is treating the individual animal, and then you've got to treat the bedding that those are, and the runs and that type of thing, the individual areas that they inhabit. And you may have to treat them consistently. And lots of times in the wintertime that infestation will go away, or it will subside some, and then in the summertime when those eggs start to hatch, it will flare up. And literally, you know, flea infestations can drive an animal crazy. Not to mention they can cause serious health consequences. So, you know, it
like
just depends on your individual situation.
Need. Yeah.
Yes.
Like any other bug this year, abnormally warm winter. Lots of bugs didn't die due to the fact that it was abnormally warm, so there'll be more of them this year. Same scenario with fleas and ticks.
Same scenario. The big thing you got to remember is if you overbathe your pets and you use these products, you are not getting the full effect of the products. That's it. Don't bathe your animal every other day.
Right.
So
somebody asked me the other day, when they're going out to work their dog, spraying your dog down with a flea or tick preventative spray, helpful, not helpful?
I'd say it's probably helpful, especially if you're going to be in high grass or you're going to be out in the countryside. I'd say it's helpful, yeah, specifically for ticks.
Yeah. Because
a lot of those little small ticks, those deer ticks or sea ticks or whatever everybody calls them, you know, they'll get on them, and lots of times those chemicals are enough to either repel them or they'll get on them and then get off. You know,
right.
So I would say that would be helpful. Okay. Yes, and most of those products contain pyrethrin. That's the base, and they're pretty good at repelling fleas and ticks, and even mosquitoes sometimes too.